Audio Jungle.
Hi guys, basically my head-on is about a girl who has an imaginary friend that she's really addicted to. So like she's pushed all her friends away, even her family, her mom, her dad. So she just likes to be to sit down by herself, and like she likes to be addicted with her phone. You know, she's always in her bedroom and stuff. If you take a look at these pictures, it's the props we would need to use. So it's not that much props. It's just like a toy to show. You know, at the beginning when we're filming it, we would like show a 4-year-old kid or just a child with a toy, and then we could like cut it in between, like camera editing, and show how she's grown up and she still has that same toy, and that could show like she hasn't grown out of her habits. The medicine is obviously to show that she tries to make herself better by having drugs and stuff, but it's not really helping. And then there's her phone. As a teenage girl, obviously she would have a phone, and she's always dressed in dull colors like hoodies and black jeans and just trainers. She's not like normal 21-year-olds. Here you could see that she's I want a character that's always like, she always wants to be alone. She chooses it. Like she's not segregated from society, but she chooses to be. So she wants to be So she wants to be segregated. She's always lost in her own thoughts, like when she's not with this imaginary friend, she's just alone. She's lost in her own thoughts. She doesn't think about anything. She's just alone all the time. She's addicted to her phone, and that could be like a mystery for the audience to find out what is in her phone that she's so addicted to. She has no friends, she's got no social media or anything on her phone, so what is she addicted to? So that could be like a question. Typical themes in social realism. Obviously we know this, like family problems, violence, drugs, weapons, gangs, complications, education struggles, and school problems. And in my plot, most of these are involved. So this girl, a middle-class girl who has an imaginary friend and doesn't seem to want anyone else in her life. She pushes all her friends away and family members. So she pushes her mom, her dad, everyone away, and she has no siblings. So she's got no sister, no brother, no one. Maybe this is why she created the imaginary friend. Her parents push her so much that she decides to move out, just so her parents don't worry about her that much. If you get what I mean. You guys get it? So like she does, she's doing it for their sake, but they're too worried about her moving out. So she's a bit annoyed of her parents always asking her, why are you doing this? Who are you talking to? When she wants to be alone, she's talking to herself. That's what she tells her mom. But actually, she's still got that imaginary friend. She has drugs to sleep at night and stuff. And then the setting, obviously, it's not going to be that complicated. We're just going to need one bedroom with a bed, obviously, a normal 21-year-old bedroom, and we could use my house for that, my room, School, we could use the school for that the bits where we're showing that she's, she wants to be segregated from everyone else. And then the park, we could just choose a random park to film in. And filming-wise, I think that we should do it after school one day, and like costume won't matter, because I have a hoodie. I could provide the character with a hoodie and stuff, so I don't think that would matter. So what do you guys think?
What made you come up with this idea?
I think that I don't really know, to be honest. Sir just said think of that idea, and I thought that because I have a relative, she's very young and she has an imaginary friend, which makes me really laugh. And some people, so my parents were talking about it the other day, and they were saying, what if she doesn't get out of this habit and she's still talking to this imaginary friend of hers? So I just thought, wait a second, you know, I can base my media on this, you know. So yeah.
The problem is it too unconventional? To say unconventional? It's not your typical it's not your typical social realism theme. So would it be hard to obtain the same type of impact rather than other types of themes?
I don't really know. It's going to be kind of the same, to be honest. It's not that different from social realism films, you see.
No, because I don't really tend to see social realism films talking about an imaginary friend.
Yeah, but that's what I'm saying. It's pretty interesting, isn't it? It's
All
something
social
different.
realism films are all similar. Drugs,
Yeah.
school problems.
Even this is good drugs, right?
Yeah.
She takes
The
medication.
themes are still in there, just because she's got
and
an
she's got
imaginary
family
friend.
problems. And just because she's got an imaginary friend, which just, you know,
But you
It
said,
seems
spices
childish.
up.
That's what you're
you
trying to
said,
say.
you said medical problems. You didn't actually say that it's not.
Yeah, she starts to take drugs. That's
She
what I
thinks
said.
that everyone else is crazy, so if she takes the drugs, then they're going to seem normal to her. That makes sense.
Yeah,
Okay, then.
yeah, you get it, right? Yeah. So yeah, that's my head on. Done. Sarah?
Well, my head on is actually my plot is about a family that all have secret lives. So there's a mum, a dad, 2 kids, and the mum is a bit suspicious about her husband cheating on her, even though cheating on her because he doesn't go work anymore. He got fired from his job and he didn't tell his wife because he doesn't want her to worry.
A bit like
So-
EastEnders.
Oh, it's a bit like that.
Yeah.
Okay. So
I thought that's where you got it from.
I don't know what she said. It's been a long time. Anyways, so the dad goes. He's not cheating on his wife. He just goes to the pub because he's so depressed that he lost his job. He can't provide for his family. They're gonna get kicked out of the house really, really soon. His kids are going on the wrong path. So he's a bit lost in his own thoughts. There's a girl. The girl hangs around with the wrong crowd. So they're introducing her to marijuana, and she's smoking it all the time. And now she's almost getting addicted. The kid, she's got a younger brother, and he is a naughty boy. He's a troublemaker at school. He hasn't been excluded yet, but his education is really bad. As in, his grades are dropping from what they used to be. So he's just gone into year 7, and when he was in year 6, he done good, he passed his stats. But then he's going to year 7, he's getting influenced by the older kids. And but the thing, I did a twist on it. So people would usually think, inside your home there's usually problems, but when you go outside, there's not a lot of problems. But this time, when the family outside, they all have problems in their outside lives. But when they come in the house, everyone acts normal, everyone acts like, ooh, how was your day, this and that. They all lie to each other, so they're having secret lives. And everyone is just mysterious and suspicious. The family doesn't know anyone, actually, they don't know much about each other. They only know what they see, and all they see is smiles and, yeah, school was good today and all that. The typical props that were used in my plot will be a lot of drugs that's going to be used. Since the girl is, she's
So
smoking
plan to get
marijuana.
these drugs?
What do you mean, where did she get the drugs?
No, how do you?
Wait.
No,
No, let her ask.
The questions have to be asked.
No,
No, it's okay, you can ask now, because he might forget the question.
It's a discussion, right? So
Yeah.
yeah, the drugs when we're filming it. Where do you want them? How do you want to show them?
We'll just get grass and put it in a bag. That's all I got. There's a lot of alcohol used, but we're going to use orange juice or apple juice or grape juice as wine and all that. And there's going to be a phone used because the wife goes on her husband's phone to see if he's cheating, but he's not cheating on her. He's just very depressed. There's going to be papers. When I said papers in here, I meant as in bills are coming in. She can't afford to pay her bills, so that's why I'm going to need papers. There's going to be TV, as in they're all sitting on the couch and they're all watching TV and they're all chilling and everything. There's going to be a round table so they can all discuss and see each other's faces. And yeah, the setting will be at home. It's going to be at a park. It's going to be at a school and at a pub. These are where I'm going to set my plot. There's going to be typical themes that are going to be used. So in a social realism film, you usually find drugs, antisocial behaviour, family and life problems. But in this case, it's going to be life problems, not family problems. They're going to usually be living off benefits, but they're working class. The father's going to be the main character, and the mother, she's going to be like almost like a detective. She's going to want to figure out everyone else's lives. But the kids, obviously, she's going to be asking the kids, how was your day? And she's going to ask questions, and they're going to feel like she's invading our privacy, move back. And that's how there's going to be family problems. There's going to be outside problems, and now there's going to be family problems because the mom is getting too curious and too suspicious. So, thank you very much. Any questions?
You know you're filming. Where do you want to film it? You know the settings.
Because
where do you think it should be set?
when I say at a pub, we're going to just do it, like we're just going to get a lot of cups and a lot of orange juice, apple juice, because I don't know, you can't go to a pub, I'm Muslim, so I can't go. We're going to do it in school as well. So obviously we're going to walk around school, we're going to do a bit of it in school, the kid having a fight at the field or something. At a park, okay, we're going to need like fake weed and all that, so it's going to be at a park. And at home, this bit, I don't mind doing it in Debo's house, do you mind?
I don't mind.
Okay, we're going to film the home part, but all that we have a nice dining. We're going to sit at the dining table and they're just going to chill there, okay? So yeah, any question, Adi? Do you understand what I said to you? Like,
Yeah.
okay then.
Abdi, do you want to explain yours now?
So basically, I've made a headline which is about an alcoholic, which is usually in the UK and is found commonly, but it's underreported. So I thought, why don't I, as a media student, publicize this in the role of a movie? So first of all, I made the setting. I've had this specific setting because I feel as though a type of person who lives in these houses are not assumed to be an alcoholic. So this setting is a semi-detached house, which is not actually hard to find outside London. The family that I've picked have suffered a bereavement, which are 2 children and 1 dad. The dad's name is John. However, I got 2 children, which name is subject to change, and the gender it can be changed obviously.
Who's the main character?
My main character is John.
The father.
So basically, my synopsis is a wife and the dad, or the main character John, with their 2 children, have happier times. So basically, what I'm going to do is a flashback to happier times, maybe in like a park, which is not really hard to see and find. So basically, they have these happier times, but unluckily for them, their wife died. So it's an unfortunate incident.
We can't hear
Cancer.
you.
It's an unfortunate incident. They died of cancer. Yeah. So I had to like cuss them out. Yeah. However, the kids and the dads have broken down because of mourning. They're mourning for their mother's loss in the funeral.
Is it a Jewish family?
No, it's not a Jewish family. Just to show my. Yeah, they break down crying and they're mourning in their loss of their mother. However, their dad doesn't mourn it the right way. If you catch what I mean. Their dad just abuses alcohol for a couple of years. However, he tries to stop drinking alcohol. The problem is that
He's killing himself.
He's killing himself.
Oh.
Yeah, it's basically what's happening is he's withdrawing from his family and he's withdrawing from everyone else.
Because of his wife's death.
Yeah.
So he's slowly committing suicide.
So how do you want to show
much, yeah,
this?
it's
What about his kids? What are they doing in school?
It's self-destruction.
Okay, what are these kids doing in school?
His kids, they're not mourning that much. They're mourning, but since they're like little, they're not like that.
Okay,
they're not feeling behavior impact. They're not feeling the impact of the behavior.
So they're having other problems. If they're not showing the emotions.
Yeah, they're closeted.
How do you want to
They're
film
not showing
this?
emotion.
Like,
Okay, how do you want to film it?
Lastly, after being warned about the alcohol abuse by a friend, however, he doesn't take it seriously, so he continues.
And he dies.
And then he goes to the doctor, his local GP surgery, and then he sends him to the hospital where he gets tested, and it shows that he has cirrhosis.
That's liver cancer.
Yeah, which means he has a liver problem.
So he's gonna die.
Yeah, eventually. So like a liver problem.
Okay.